Hello, everyone, and welcome to the College Football Playoff Recap Show. I'm Reese Davis. The 2016 college football season brought the return of top-ranked Alabama with hopes of defending the national championship. Led by freshman quarterback Jalen Hurts, Alabama went from the preseason to the college football playoff as the nation's top team. But Clemson, Ohio State, and Washington all had plans of unseating the Crimson Tide. We now look back at year 3 of the college football playoff.
Even though we're a 2-hour drive from Birmingham, this is going to feel like an Alabama home game.
And all too familiar for Bama, a run out at the Georgia Dome.
Coach Peterson, you yourself are undefeated against top 10 teams, but your team hasn't been in this situation. What have you told them to prepare them for a moment like this?
Play like you've always played. They played good all year long, and they just need to go play like they've played in the past.
They were the trendy pick all offseason, the real deal in season, the Pac-12 champs.
The Huskies' inclusion in the playoff was a matter of debate, but on its second possession, UW showed it belonged.
Browning's got to step up. Tuck runs for the first down and slides down past midfield.
What I see from Jay Brown is a quarterback who doesn't get recognized for his athleticism enough. I mean, he makes guys miss. I mean, I'm talking about linebackers and safeties, makes incredible throw, crosses body on the run. So that's something that he doesn't get enough credit for.
Fakes the handoff. Chase sets up a screen. Backside left gasket, midfield sideline. 45-40 of Alabama, first down at the Alabama 27-yard line.
Browning to pass on first down. To the end zone he goes. Into the hands of Dante Pettis. Huskies strike first.
As good as this Alabama defense has been, they are as strong in the back end, particularly at corners, as they've been in the past.
But the Tide was used to taking body blows all season. And starting with their ensuing possession, Bama would not be deterred from their mission.
Hurts downfield and open was O.J. Howard, the star of last year's national championship game with his first reception today. There's Scarborough now as he gets past the would-be tackler and balances his way to the sideline inside the 30, another 11 yards for the Tide.
It's just they're fast, they're physical. It always starts kind of in the lines, and they kind of build from there, and that's what you see.
Scarborough is the running back. Handoff up the middle, behind the blocking. He's got the first down. He breaks the tackle. He's going to run it in. Touchdown, Alabama. Bo Scarborough. He goes for 18 yards.
Well, you talk about a statement drive.
Then Alabama, which tied for 12th in the country in turnover margin, began to raise the pressure on Washington.
Here's the snap. They throw far side. Ross on the screen. He'll shirk one tackler, break another, and fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Alabama's Jonathan Allen back to the 40-yard line of the Washington Huskies. Bama with pressure. There's an interception taken by the Tide down the left side. They're going to walk it on in. Touchdown, Brian Anderson. Wow, yet another non-offensive touchdown. They lead 16-7. That's what the Tide does right there.
Alabama turned a pair of turnovers into 10 points and a 17-7 halftime lead. That lead stood into the fourth quarter since the Tide didn't let the Huskies run a play past midfield until their final drive of the game. Alabama had no such concerns.
Hand off to Scarborough. Breaks the tackle, keeps on going. First down and plenty more. Down the sideline. Cuts it back inside. Bo Scarborough. Touchdown, Alabama. 68 yards for the score.
Mr. Browning is going to field that one. Rashawn Evans. Desperation heave on 4th and 17, and fittingly another defensive gem. Minka Fitzpatrick with the interception. Nick Saban is going to have a chance at history. 24-7 is the final.
Still to come, the Clemson Tigers try to return to the national title game, but first, they'd have to go through the inaugural playoff champion, Ohio State. The Fiesta Bowl is next.
Days from now in Tampa, the Crimson Tide await the winner of this one.
It's about 60 minutes of football and trying to survive and advance to that championship.
The Buckeyes and the Tigers about ready to get it on here in Glendale.
Urban, you mentioned the fact that for half this roster, this is their very first bowl experience. How have you coached this group to handle this moment?
We are battle tested. There have been some tough games this year against some very good opponents. This will be a hell of a challenge. When we practice hard, we're ready to go.
What gives you the most confidence in your guys tonight?
We got a great team. Got great leadership. It's been that way from day one, and they've been in a lot of these games. So at the end of the day, I love my guys.
Clemson's offense, which averaged more than 500 yards a game throughout the season, short-circuited on just its second offensive play.
Watson has lots of time and tries to get it to Williams. Intercepted by Gary and Conley along the sidelines.
But the Buckeyes, though, which ranked 11th nationally in rushing offense, went nowhere on its second possession.
Ohio State going hurry up. Barrett takes it, running left side, gets caught in the backfield and thrown for a loss. Field goal time for the Buckeyes.
Durbin missed his first two attempts against Michigan, made the third one to force overtime, and this one is no good. It drifted right, and that's an ominous sign because Durbin's confidence is a little bit fragile right now.
The Tigers immediately pounced on the vulnerable Buckeyes.
For us, we're an explosive offense, and it's tough for teams to stop.
Watson takes the shotgun snap. Well, here comes pressure, throws across the middle, got Mike Williams to the 45-50. Into Ohio State territory across the 40, inside the 35.
Greg Hugel from 45, and he's able to drive it through. Clemson draws first blood.
Both Greg Hugel and Ohio State kicker Tyler Durbin had made their teams as walk-ons. After Hugel's kick, Tyler Durbin missed on a second opportunity. Later in the first quarter, the Tigers were on the march again.
They're receivers. They're ridiculous. Usually you got one, maybe you got two that you can say, okay, we're gonna, cheat the safety towards that guy, and then they got number 3 over there on the other side.
Sean again looks right, fires for Williams, and a one-on-one battle. That time won by the all-world wide receiver as he beat Denzel Ward down to the Buckeyes 30.
And a great throw from the quarterback, Watson, who seems to be getting into a rhythm.
Watson takes a shotgun snap, rolls right side, dumps it off to Renfro. Renfro catches it at the 5, dives for the pylon at the 1.
From the 1, it's quarterback keeper, Watson himself, touchdown.
Clemson's defense continued to stymie J.T. Barrett and the Ohio State offense. Then, late in the second quarter, the Tigers' 2-time Davey O'Brien Award winner found a soft spot in the D.
This time Watson fakes the pitch and cuts it back to the left, and Watson with some room. Still sliding free, still running. Deshaun Watson finally will retreat out of bounds all the way at the Ohio State 33. Take it to CJ. Watson rolls out. Now Watson for the end zone. It's Fuller out there. Touchdown! The lethal wheel route, and the Tigers stretch the lead.
Clemson took a 17-0 lead into halftime. They surrendered just 88 yards on 30 Buckeye plays. Late in the third quarter, Clemson started in plus territory and made it look easy.
They fake the pitch, and he takes off with a bevy of blockers, and Watson down inside the 25.
Watson looks over the defense, sets up in shotgun. Dahlman behind him and to his right. Fakes the pitch, going to keep it himself. Cuts it across the 5, and goes into the end zone. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson scoring it from 7 yards out. His second touchdown run here tonight. And Clemson moves on to the national championship game in Tampa, where Alabama awaits in a rematch.
We're not used to this around here, and I don't want to get used to it around here. So we're going to work our tails back and get back here again next year.
We were at our best on the biggest stage. I'm happy for all these fans that traveled out to Arizona to see the Tigers. We're going to Tampa.
So for the first time since the title game was introduced in 1998, the college football playoff would come down to a rematch. Alabama and Clemson, Part 2. Stay with us.
Last year was, eyes wide open, didn't really know what to expect, but this year it's more, business.
Never in a million years that I think I could be a back-to-back national champion, but we have that opportunity.
It's gonna be hard fought to the end. Neither team gives up.
It will likely go down as one of the greatest college football games ever played. The 2017 National Championship game is up next.
Tonight's rematch. Can the sequel equal last year's classic?
This is the game a lot of people thought in August we had a chance to see.
Lane Kiffin, who called the plays very successfully for the last 3 seasons, Saban parting ways with Kiffin, bringing in Steve Sarkisian.
Crimson Tide racing out onto the field.
Here come the Tigers.
I want y'all to have my back. I'm going to leave it all on the field. Hey, play for your brother, all right? Play for Clemson.
Unlike 2016, Clemson had to contend with an Alabama quarterback who could not only beat them through the air, but on the ground as well.
O.J. Howard in motion. Play action fake to Scarborough. Jalen Hurts rolls right. Jalen looks. Jalen's going north and south. He's got a first down down the right sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 45.
Scarborough gets the edge. Bo Scarborough cuts it back, still rumbling all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Alabama jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. But near the end of the first quarter, a Crimson Tide mistake put Clemson in striking position.
And Artavis stands back at his own 20 to see the kick. Here comes the kick. It's blocked. Tanner Muse got in, got hands on it in a punt of only 25. Clemson will have great field position.
3 men wide to the near side. So trip right. Low snap. Ball is loose. Watson reaches for it. Bama reaches for it. The Crimson Tide's got the football. Recovered by Brian Anderson. It's Alabama football.
Alabama nursed a 7-0 lead into the second quarter when Bo Scarborough again shook loose from the Clemson defense.
On the give, far side Scarborough, big hole, first down 30, left side 20, on his feet 10, 5, touchdown! Bo Scarborough, how do you do?
The safeties and the linebackers miss tackles, and Bo Scarborough takes it to the house.
Scarborough's speed lifted the Tide to a 14-0 advantage. Clemson's Deshaun Watson wasn't nearly as overwhelmed by the experience as he'd been the year before.
Doesn't have to be Superman. He's just got to trust his receivers. He's got to trust us in the offensive line. He's got to trust his running backs. He's just got to be him.
Watson flips it high, and Deion Kane's free. Kane with great speed. To midfield. Clemson's first big play of the night down inside the Tide 40. Ray McLeod comes in motion. Watson gets the edge and scores. 87-yard drive. Tigers offense has finally shown up tonight.
Bama led 14-7 at the half. Clemson started the third quarter with the ball, but for the second time, Ryan Anderson scooped up a Clemson fumble. It led to a field goal, 17-7 Tide. Then the Clemson defense stiffened on Alabama's next possession. And finally, the Tigers had the field position they'd lacked most of the night, starting in Bama territory.
Alabama's showing blitz, and they'll come with it. Watson throwing it across the middle as a complete Renfro. Inside the 20, inside the 10, and the 5. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro goes in from 24 yards out for the touchdown.
Alabama had a 17-14 lead midway through the third. But when Bo Scarborough left with a leg injury, an unsung hero of the previous year's title game stepped up again.
Jalen Hurts gets it. He'll look and he'll throw. Howard loose near side. 30, 20, 10, 5. Welcome back to last year. We have seen this script again. 68 yards. Touchdown, O.J. Howard.
Just like last year, it's a blown coverage by the Clemson defense.
The Howard touchdown made it 24-14 Bama. It was up to Clemson to hold serve. The response came fast and furious.
Here comes the 5-man rush. Fade, far corner, Williams open, touchdown. They're within 3 points once again.
Clemson trailed by that 24-21 margin through much of the fourth quarter as the game shifted from a track meet to a defensive stalemate.
Here comes pressure. Deshaun Watson taken down. It'll be sack number 4.
With under 7 minutes to go and Clemson still down by 3, Deshaun Watson went to work.
Watson delivers, legged again, finds a little crease. And Watson loops it for Williams, who goes up and makes a huge grab at the 30. Watson, keeper, navigates to the edge and leaps toward the pylon.
Gallman, the running back, on the right hip of Watson. Watson heads it off to Gallman. Touchdown. On their first lead of the night.
Clemson, a couple of fourth quarter touchdowns have put Jalen Hurts and the Tide behind now.
Jalen, he's just shown so much composure, so much poise. I mean, I've always thought that he plays his best after some sort of adversity.
Jalen Hurts going to have to find a way with 4:38 if Bama's going to win this championship. Hurts running out of time, creates some space, lobs it back across to Ardarius Stewart. Makes a catch, but he's a yard short at the 41.
Nick Saban has to think about going for this at 4th and 1. How about Steve Sarkisian about to call one of the biggest plays of his life without Bo Scarborough?
Could be the season here. Snap, give, Harris, left side, first down, Alabama.
Hurts, backward pass to Stewart. He can throw it. Looks downfield for Howard, who makes a catch at the Clemson 30.
Throw from the receiver, Ardarius Stewart, to the big tight end, O.J. Howard, who makes another big play.
Hurts now took a peek downfield and now just barrels forward. Still running in the clear, and it scores. And the veteran's brilliance is answered by the rookie's moxie. Bama reclaims the lead.
you ask every Clemson fan, who do they want the football in the hands of with 2 minutes left in a college football game? The answer is the man we have at quarterback, Deshaun Watson. 3 wide receivers go there. Mike Williams alone wide out left. Watson takes the shotgun snap, looking left side. Running Mike Williams goes up, makes a great grab at the Alabama 49.
On third down, Watson slant one more time. Renfro, they are in field goal range.
With 19 seconds left and down 3. Watson goes shotgun, back to pass, throws and looks, and it's complete inside the 10. 14 seconds left.
Watson lobs it for the end zone. Williams is knocked down. Here comes a flag. Interference in the end zone. We'll put the ball at the 2-yard line. There are 6 seconds to play. How great is this? This could be the final play of the college season, perhaps, if Clemson gets a touchdown to win it. Bama can hold them out. Perhaps a field goal attempt for overtime. Watson. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro. Little man makes another enormous play. Clemson dethrones and avenges Alabama.
This will go down as one of the greatest of all time. There's no doubt about it. And I'm just so happy for the Clemson Nation. I mean, it's unbelievable.
#1 in the nation, took down Alabama, we did it. What can you say now? Clemson, we here.
It's been 35 long years. Clemson now been waiting 35 years. It's finally coming home, baby. It's coming home.
Boy, the rematch between Alabama and Clemson lived up to the hype. Dabo Swinney led the Tigers over his alma mater for his first national championship and Clemson's first since 1981. The Tigers became the first team to defeat Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide in a national title game. We hope you enjoyed our look back at the college football playoff. I'm Reese Davis.